Okay, I got time to float along until I reach the water. Falling down, I wonder if I'll burn out when I hit the bottom. Every day I'm swimming through the galaxy, I feel the heat. The sun is shining through the blinds and washing over me. I see the giants waving me on over.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So my last video was a bunch of duels that I had coming from duels level 16, duels level max with Dark Magician. Now this will be a full deck breakdown, every card listed, if you want to copy it for playing in the meta. I feel like this deck, it's very different from my previous deck that I was using time ranked. Problem with the previous deck, it was this one, I think, or this one. It was problem was it was playing too many blowout cards for Cashier, specifically the Nibiru, the Book of Eclipse. This wasn't good against the very matchups. I didn't see Cashier too much. I saw it like 4 times during my climb. I saw a bunch of decks where like Book of Eclipse was useless. Nibiru was useless, just a brick in my hand. E-Barrier gets bricky. So I changed it around. I made my deck more standardized against most decks. Different hand trap lineup, not playing D-Barrier. So let's go over the deck choice. So 2 Dark Magician, pretty standard. You don't play 3 of this card. It's a brick. We're not playing DMG because that's an extra brick in the deck. We need every slot for non-engine as possible so we can win most matchups. If we can break their board and set up the circle banish, we're in a very good spot because they're usually on 1 or 2 cards. So we need every spot of non-engine as possible. 2 Dark Magician in case one of them gets Bestialed or Cold Bide. We have 3 Magician Souls. One of, if not the best card in the deck. Gives us extra extension. Can send non-engine cards that we don't need going first, like a Herald of the Abyss or Evenly Matched for more cards like an Ash, Maxi, Imperm. Very good. It can summon Dark Magician if you want. Some people abuse this card in other decks to do some funny stuff like in Spiral. We have 3 Maxi. This card so busted. This card wins games on its own if it resolves. Very busted card. Yeah. The Master Duel attacks 3 Maxi, 3 Ash, 2 Called By. You don't really care about Maxi too much unless we really need IP. To give them +1 off of that, but Maxi really busted card, to be honest. I long for the day where I don't have to play this card and can play like some other non-engine or play some funny stuff, but Maxi really needed to the meta. 3 Rod, unfortunately Rod can't really search anything that's very good by itself. Can recycle itself, main normal summon of the deck. Can search like Circle, Eternal Soul, mostly searching like Salvation most turns. But yeah, Duelist Rod was better, but it is what it is at this point. 3 Ash Blossom. So Ash Blossom, I took it out in favor of the blowout cards against Kashtira and Duelist specifically, but Ash, every time I take Ash out, I get faced with like Labyrinth or Branded, where Ash could be so useful instead of cards like Book of Eclipse, Ashing the Brain of Fusion, Ashing the Big Welcome. Those cards are like so central to their strategies. If Big Welcome does not resolve, you're probably in a winning scenario. You can probably win that game if you're going second. If you Ash that Big Welcome. Always Ash the Big Welcome unless they have Welcome as well. If they have Welcome and you know they have Big Welcome, you just have to Ash Welcome because the Lovely protects the Big Welcome from getting Ash. So you gotta hope that they only have one of the Welcome Labyrinth traps. But yeah, Labyrinth, that deck, it always pops up when I hate the most. So yeah, it's what Ash is here. Ash is generically good. You can Ash the Theosis, you can Ash the My Friend, or the what's it called? The Black Cat, the Pearl Lily. You can Ash like Dragon Link, you can Ash the Ravine, which can go make them go minus. Very generically good against most decks. Ash Blossom Maxi, just too busted. Yeah, I think Maxi has over 90% usage rate. Ash has over 80%. And that's for a reason. Ash negates the Maxi as well, but unless you're going for game, you don't really care about Maxi in this deck, so that's good. Two Fenrir, really busted non-engine, going first or second, can help you break boards, can search itself. Has really good interaction with Illusion of Chaos, so you can Fenrir search the second copy of Illusion of Chaos. Illusion of Chaos, put back the second copy of Fenrir because you don't really need it unless you know your board's gonna get wiped. Or you need really need that follow up, or you have a better things to send back into the deck, like an extra evenly. Sending back that second copy of Fenrir, so Fenrir can search it next turn. Very good for getting that infinite card advantage, having a card to send back with Illusion of Chaos every turn. Speaking of Illusion of Chaos, really good searcher. Um, yeah, nothing really to say about it. The monster effect really doesn't come in handy. But really good searcher. I'm glad they made Illusion of Chaos because now we can use prep as well. So we have 5 copies of every featured Dark Magician monster. Every monster that comes out will have 5 extra copies of it, and it's very nice. So 3 prep, 2 Illusion of Chaos is correct ratio. Because Illusion of Chaos is a hard one to return, so you don't want to see 2 copies of it. You rather see prep. And prep adds your spell counts for the queen. Here we have Herald of the Abyss. So let's go into Noir. Noir is your biggest problem with Dark Magician. Outing it is very hard, especially if you can't play through it. So Herald of the Abyss, it's a activate sleepy. So there's this card called Sleeping Memory, which adds a effect to their monster during the standby phase to draw a card. They activate this card once, you can thrust into Herald of the Abyss, and Herald of the Abyss forces them to send the Nord to the graveyard, which does not trigger their field spell and does not trigger the continuous spell. These are big problems with Dark Magician. Whether if you're playing Kaijus, you probably can't kill with Dark Magician. So making them send their cards and not getting them to add like 3 copies of their 3 quick plays from the graveyard and then switch something from deck. Really +4, and then you're probably losing on the crackback. So Herald the Abyss, really good. Also has some applications against like Zeus. You can like force them to send their Zeus. You really need that, but yeah. Or of course like a cashier to send their Rise Heart. Has other applications. They're a really bad card to draw going first, but that's why Souls is here. Souls allows us to play a bunch of non-engine that really bad going first. But yeah. Triple Attack Talent. No, this card is good going first or second. You can bump this up to 2. Take out like evenly. But most people are activating maxing their standby phase because of Cashier now, so it's gotten me less use over the time. But it's a really good card going second. It's also a thrust target because these cards were made to be work together. He's literally holding talents in his hands. But yeah, you also can see him in the card art right there. But taking control of the monster, making like this extra deck, I'm probably gonna change on this extra deck because I haven't summoned Baron yet. Probably a Zeus would be better here to like actually win the matchup against Cashier because you steal their Rise Heart, you make a fat Zeus, or you steal their I don't think you're probably gonna steal a Noir from really a bunch of materials, but most likely Cashier, you steal their Rise Heart, you start adding materials to it with your own spells, and then you make Zeus or something like that. That could be very good. Thrust can search. Talons can search. Herald of the Abyss can search. Evenly Matched can search. Preparation of Rites can search. Impermanence for going first usually. You can play like something like EV or D-Berry if you really want to have that thrust target going first to really win, but it was breaking me before, so I just took them out. But yeah, Thrust, a new card, very busted. Can win games on its own. One Chicken Game, a very good card, makes our deck 39 cards, works really good with Rod or Soul Servant to get us into Souls. One Salvation, this pretty much searches Eternal Souls. If you're not playing Dark Magician Girl, it doesn't really do anything else. It's free to send. It's just being sent by souls to draw a card. Blue Circle can sack your deck, gives you your main form of interaction in a banish every turn. A banish could be very good. You have to with Dark Magician, since Dark Magician control deck, you have to know your matchup. You have to know every choke point. I remember I got a comment on a previous video. How do I know so many choke points of every deck? I watched Yu-Gi-Oh like 12, not 12 Hearts, 12. I watch Yu-Gi-Oh a lot. I play Yu-Gi-Oh a lot. Um, I watch streamers like do their climbs. I know they play a bunch of decks. I know how every deck works. I watch some TCG stuff, some recaps of TCG. I look at the deck list on Master Duel Meta, see what's good. You gotta know your matchups. Like, since Master Duel is almost 2 years old. It's crazy. 4 months and then 2 years is coming. Whenever good release for that, but playing Master Duel for like over a year now. I've been through like every meta. I've been through Drytron meta where you have to like imperm or stop their you like stop their alpha. There was like the spreadsheet where you stop the special card of the part of the alpha combo, like Alpha Tribute Benten. Which part do you stop? Tri Brigade. Which do you stop the Keras? You have to get rid of the trap. Stuff like that. Kashira now. You stop the Theosis. You ask Theosis. What else? There's specific choke points to every deck. Like like I said, Brain Infusion, everybody knows. Ask for Brain Infusion, save that Ask for Brain Infusion. Welcome Labyrinth, you stop the big welcome. There's more. Dragon Link, you stop the Dragon Ravine. Most likely, you stop either Chaos Ruler or Dragon Ravine. But it's yeah. Yeah, but the one circle banners can really come in handy, especially against link decks like Salad. If they can't extend over a circle, you just circle banish your normal summon, and then you're good. You're good. Scare Claw, you circle banish your normal summon, you're good. Stuff like that. Yeah. Circle has been power crafts, but yeah. We have 3 copies of Soul Servant here. It's only 1 draw on the deck, so we always just use it. Because we're not playing Dark Magician Grill or the Palladium monster. It's too much of bricks compared to the non-engine. But yeah, Saka deck can be pretty good. One secret, so this card can ritual summon, but we don't usually use it for that. We can fusion summon into Chimera here in the extra deck, but it's usually used for Master Chaos OTK lines or Dark Magician trying to help Rod dodge an Imperm or a Veiler. You have 3 evenly matched. This card was so-so, but it's always good to have to like blow out your opponent, especially against cards, decks that have no negates like Kashira. Just blow out your opponent with that evenly match. You can exchange it for better thrust targets if you want, but I'm really like evenly right now. Not sure what I'll change it for, but evenly seems very good in this format. Fortunately, against Kashira, they can just keep the Arise Heart, but if you can somehow play through that, you're good. Like a Fenrir, could be very good combination with an evenly match, or an evenly match in combination with an Impermanence. So Impermanence here stops 1 monster. So if evenly leaves them on 1 monster, you're good because you just Imperm the Arise Heart, and then you can just play your turn. Especially if you have Resolve Maxi, you have a lot of cards to play through their interruptions. Yeah, and we have the 1 copy of Eternal Soul. Raigeki our field for some reason. Makes Dark Magician unaffected, so it has some applications there if people will read the card. Summons Dark Magician every turn, and then it has a second effect where they'll use it because both of these cards have been power crept. Let's get into the extra deck now. We have 1 Dragon Knight. I spent a lot of time crafting this Royal Dragon Knight, and he's barely summoned. His protection effect is really power crept. Before we move on, I have this full deck list, so it's 60 cards. Some of these cards are a combination of cards that out Dragon Knight. Some of these cards out Dragon Knight on their own, like a Dingirsu or a Zeus. It's really crazy how easy Dragon Knight is out, especially meta decks like Sword Soul has these cards. Most meta decks that Kashira and Purely have Zeus. Dragon Link has their Heraldic Seals. Tri Brigade, if you played in Tri Brigade format, like I said, I played Tri Brigade format. This card was so annoying. This non-target banish the Eternal Soul, and then we never see it again. I've been Goddess a few times. Some of these cards, like this deck was like 20 cards before, but I kept seeing some outs. Of course, it's Herald of the Abyss is out in combination with like a Graveyard interaction or a Spell Trap interaction. Dorama Cannon, also a new out that just came out. Evenly matched. You've been hit by evenly match. This card's so annoying. Evenly match. Um, Banish our entire field. We can't really do anything about it. The Abyss Seal's a really big problem if Dragonite ever hits the graveyard. We have these obscure options like Trap Eater. They can eat our Eternal Soul. Share the Pain. Yeah. Well, Dragonite. Not a very good card. I wish Shaguma's here. Um, I don't know what they would have to do to unban him. I don't know when they'll unban him. When will we get a new boss monster? This video is being made like 2 weeks out from the Dark Magician Structure deck and no news, so I have my hopes are dwindling by time, but yeah. One of the Dark Magicians, it can draw if you activate it. If any spell trap is activated, it can't float in this deck because we're not playing Dark Magician Girl. It's usually just here for an extra fusion. Master of Chaos, special summon a light or dark. Usually made for OTK, summon back Dark Magician. It has a banish effect. I wish it was banish all cards, but it's banish all monsters. Which is fine. And then if it's destroyed, it returns the spell, but you probably have won this game by the time you summon this card. One Chimera can be used with secrets, the pop cards, the extra interaction here. Unfortunately, it's not untargetable because we don't have Poly, but it's still good. You can also play Starting Venom. That's another option. Baron, you can make it with a Fenrir and a Ash Blossom if you just want to negate. You can make it with Dark Magician and an Ash if you bricked. Very busted card. Just allow me to negate here. You have Chaos Angel, you make this with Rod and Dark Magician. It's undestroyable by battle if you use that. And it has a targeted banish, so it really helps us break the board. Most decks. Link Spider Imduck, get rid of Dark Magician off the field. Imduck is better because it has an actual effect if they're put it in the Anima column, like Anima. Those two columns in front of the link zones, if they put it there, you can destroy. There's also a dragon for Dragonite or Dragoon if we ever get him. Anima can steal a monster. I don't know if I'll keep him in the deck list because we're not playing the Nibiru anymore, so we don't usually put the token there, but yeah, it's here for now. One Artemis. One Artemis here, we have the Recycle Rod. Pretty much, that's it. IP Unicorn, that extra level interaction making IP with Rod Souls, very good. And then we have this package here, you know what this does. Dark Sling Access Code. Made in my Dark Magician deck since this game's inception. You dark, you steal their dark monster, you make Sling if you have 3 spells, summon back one of your spellcasters, make Access Code Talker, hit 53, and then probably leads it from there, or we just pass her and do a lot of damage, pop their fields, very good. So I think the main deck is pretty good. The extra deck could have some sprucing up, but this is the deck that I got to do some max with. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. So.